welcome back to my channel. My name is Nisi and this is From Paris to Nisi with Love. I want to say hi to anyone that's new. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so you can get all of my follow-ups when I post a new video. Today we're going to be doing a Get Ready With Me. So if you like Get Ready With Me, if you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you like the video, share it with anyone and everyone who likes fashion, beauty, skincare, or that loves unboxing, subscription services. I will be doing all of that on my channel. I'll try to keep this short-winded because I'm long-winded when I talk. I love speaking with you guys. I love having the opportunity to bring you guys a new video. And today we'll be getting into this Get Ready With Me. The perfume that I am wearing today is Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent. This perfume I got in sample sizes from Sephora. I get multiple samples, that way, similar to Scentbird, I can throw it in my purse, take it on the go. Always have one to refresh without having to carry the full bottle. With this fragrance, it's, I'll say, a bit floral, it's feminine, it's light, it's not overpowering. So this fragrance is one that I would like to wear day, night, get-togethers, you know, just those situations where you want a light fragrance where you can smell good, but it's not overpowering. So that's the scent for today. I got sent in the mail this sample from Estee Lauder. I believe it came from a marketing company, so I don't know who sent it out. And this is their Perfectionist Pro Serum. It says Rapid Brightening Treatment, Ferment Squared plus Vitamin C. If you watched my video yesterday, I explained that I love vitamin C products because vitamin C is good in your skincare because it will allow for brightening effects on your skin. So if you have dark circles, if you have anything of that nature, then vitamin C is definitely good. A serum is more concentrated. I'm going to use my facial roller, Jade Roller. A serum is more concentrated, so it's used for penetrating the skin more. And I just like to use the facial roller as I put on my skincare because it will allow for the circulation of your cells in your face to be generated. And with certain rollers, this is for facial and this is for the eye, you want to increase that blood circulation. So with that, it'll allow for plumping of your face and it helps with just keeping that youthful look. I know that facial rollers and things of that nature is new. We haven't seen that too much, and actually I don't think I've actually seen too many people talk about it. But that's good, so I'll let that sit in. I did my brows off camera. I set concealer on my eyes, and that way we kind of speed up the process, and that'll be able to set into my skin while I'm doing my eyes. I like to do my eyes first. I also have tape on my eyes, and the palette I'll be using today is the Born to Run palette by Urban Decay. I absolutely love the Urban Decay products because their shadows are really pigmented, and I don't mind fallout with this. I'm getting very few fallout. I'm using the shade right here, Still Shot, so I'll use that for my transition color. And today I'm just hanging out with my friends. So I just wanted to film a quick Get Ready With Me. I'll try to lay it in a bit so you guys can see. But I just want to do a simple look this way. And I'm going to use a pigment from MAC as well as kind of the concentration of my look today. But when it comes to makeup and skincare, there are no rules. So when it comes to like brushes and things, I use, and this is a Real Technique it's a Real Technique. I'm sorry. This Royal Atlantico Crease and Smudge Brush. So I like to use this because it's a fluffy brush that you can use to feather out your transition colors. And I'm just building this color up with eyeshadow. Since this is my transition, I don't mind it too much. But with eyeshadow, you want to concentrate your color on the outer edge because once you place your brush, that's where it's going to be the most pigmented. And you want to work that color into your crease, and as you feather the color out, it's going to allow for it to be concentrated in your outer V, and it will be less intense as you feather it out. Now, like I said before, this shade doesn't have a lot of fallout. So with that, I don't get rid of the fallout. You can. It's actually the brand itself I absolutely love because the brand has such beautiful colors. And this palette itself just has so many colors that you can work with to make a pretty look. And if you are new to makeup, it's okay to start out with a colorful palette because you'll play with it and work your way into being comfortable with colors. And that way you will be able to have one palette that you can take with you anywhere. And that's definitely what you're seeking in regards to a palette. This palette is $49.99 for Urban Decay. I do believe it's still sold. I purchased mine from Sephora, but I do have also some palettes that are limited edition, like the Vice palettes. They're not rapidly sold, so I'll be showing you a little bit of both. And I didn't plan out a look, so what I'm doing is winging it, and we'll see what turns out. I'm going to go in right here with this rust orange color, and I'm going to concentrate this to deepen my crease colors. That way, when I apply my shimmer on my lid, I have a lot to work with. And as I said before, you can, knock off the excess if you really want a light wash of color. But personally myself, and I'm sorry, this is a Morphe M433 brush. So I'm using this to put the color in my crease and concentrate it. I want to deepen my crease without, having kind of that smoky effect. And colors like this is buildable. So I go in and I build the color up and I feather it out as I go, working it into my crease. And again, Morphe is a brand. Morphe. I love Morphe brushes. A lot of my Morphe brushes I actually got in the Liveglam subscription service. So I'll leave that link down below. It's a way to get a better value for your brushes, especially if you're new to makeup. You can try out new brushes without paying full retail. It's $19.99 a month. So, and also with the link that I'll share, you should get a free brush. So with that, you'll be getting you'll build your collection without paying a lot for it. So I like how this is looking. So I will go ahead and now choose a color to deepen the outer crease. So I'm going in with The Good Is Gone. This is this brown color right here. I'm going to use my same brush. With the colors, you always want to build light to dark. So that way you're applying your shades to where they're going to blend out the best. And I'm just going to concentrate that in my outer V just to deepen up my look a bit. Now with this palette, as I said before, there is fallout, but I don't mind fallout and it's not as bad as I've seen. Some shades, if they are chalky, then you'll actually see the fallout being a lot worse. And I'm sorry I'm using this mirror to, do my eyes. So I'll try to look up as I go. But I like, especially now in the wintertime, I like using a lot of warm colors because they just work with my brown eyes. But I love color itself as well. So what you'll see me do is I'm not afraid of oranges, browns, greens, blues, reds. But I just like playing with color. And since, makeup has no rules, you can do absolutely what you want to do. What I'm going to do is go back in. Hey you guys, my video cut out, so hopefully I can combine these two together. We were working on deepening up this eye crease. So with this Born to Run palette by Urban Decay, we went in with The Good Is Gone. That was the last step. So what I'm going to do is go back to that crease brush that I used with the Still Shot. I'm going to go right here into Riff, which is like a light beige brown, and I'm going to use this color to just blend out everything. And then we can go ahead and put that color on the lid for the last step, which is a collaboration by MAC. Sorry, guys. Okay, now that that's good and blended, I have here, nope, that's not the brush I wanted. This is a Morphe E32 flat shader brush. So with this, I'm going to go into the color and apply that to my lid. I'm going to show you guys the color first. This is the Patrick Star Matte collab, and this color is just called Patrick Star. It's a loose glitter. So it's pretty orange. Let's see if I can just put a little bit on my hand. It's a pretty rustic shimmer loose glitter. So as you can see on my hand, let's go ahead and get that. It's a pretty loose pigment. So with it, it's orange. It actually looks like it'll be a pretty copper highlight too if you wanted to use it that way. I'm just going to go in with my flat shader brush and apply that to my lid. So be careful when using loose pigment because it can go over in your face, which is one reason why I like to actually do my eyes first. And that way I can protect the fallout and clean it up as I go, especially when I'm using like deep colors. So as you can see, it's very minimum fallout. You can also apply this with a glitter glue, and with the loose pigment, that'll keep it more concentrated in regards to where you want it to go. But I actually got lucky. I was looking for the Patrick Star powder, and that's when I found this. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I just want to go ahead and press it in and just create that beautiful shade color with just a little bit of glamour. And so I don't mind, like I said, the simple fallout that's going onto my face, because I'm going to go ahead and wipe that off, brush it away. So let me close this back, because with loose pigment, it can get everywhere. But it did come with a safety lid, so you can put the lid on and it protects the gloss. It protects the pigment from going everywhere. So that just brightened up the look a bit. And I just wanted to do just that simple eye. And with that, the smudger brush, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye, which is on the other side of this Roland Lanico brush. I want to go in with Baja, this shade right here, the rustic orange, and I'm going to lightly apply that to my lower lash line. Just to add a little bit of color to my eye. And then I like putting kohl pencils into my waterline. And this is a simple step just to bring some color to your look. A lot of times it awakens your eyes when you add that little bit of color to your lower lash line. And again, I like building colors up. And so, just like that. And going into my waterline, I'll be using this Shockwave Neon Liner by LA Girl. I love a kohl pencil because it's really easy to do your waterline. And I remember one year I was a witch for Halloween, and my aunt did this. I didn't understand why she was adding a pencil to my waterline. Well, it'll just bring out your eye look. I like color as well as black. I have quite a bit of black liners, but I always go for a kohl pencil because it's easier to do. And sometimes your eyes will water as you do that, but it's okay. This is why I prefer doing my eyes beforehand, because that way you don't have your eye look running. And I do the same with the concealer. I'm going to go into this Morphe palette, and I'm taking this color right here. It says Big Bang, and I'm going to apply Big Bang to my inner corner. And I'll do that taking this Morphe E19 brush, just to brighten the inner corner, and I'm going to apply a little bit to the lower lash line. And I didn't have to spray my brush because this Hi-Fi palette, I believe that's what it's called. It's a highlight and contour palette. It's the Hi-Fi 8H. I actually purchased this as an add-on. If you see my Ipsy subscription, you can go back to that video. In my Ipsy Glam bag, I added this to my order. I think it was $12. And with my eyeliner, I'm using the NYC eyeliner. This black eyeliner, I found it on Queenie Rosenblatt's channel. So with that, this is a felt tip liner. And as you can see, compared to that kohl liner, it's very dark and it dries matte. So I absolutely love this. It is very easy to put on because it's such a steady brush. And I know some might be afraid of liquid liners because with a liquid liner you don't want to get it in your eyes. But this dries down really fast. And I'm not perfect at eyeliner. It's definitely a learning process. And as you go, and since I'm right-handed, I find sometimes that it's harder to do my left eye. But the tape is also a great guide. And when it comes to eyeliner, eyeliner is just like eyebrows. They're going to be sisters, not twins. And as you can see, it's dried down already. And you don't have to worry about your eyeliner because you're going to do concealer as well. So that's going to help you in regards to cleaning up your concealer if need be. So I'm putting on the Wispies by Ardell. These can be found at Ulta as well as found at Walmart. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on and I'll let the glue dry down. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, I'll go ahead and apply some of my Photo Finish Smashbox Primerizer. And I'm going to apply this to my face. This will be used since the serum has dried down. This will be my moisturizer as well as my primer. It's a 3-in-1 product, so I absolutely love the primerizer. And it's so moisturizing. Hopefully it's picking up on the camera where you can see that it's just a beautiful lightweight protection. I always use primer because primer is good for allowing your primer is good because it allows your skin to be protected while you are doing your makeup, especially with foundations. Depending on what foundations are made with, some of them are oil based, and those will be the best because the ingredients are usually inclusive of like glycerin, and that helps with skin protection as well. Most of my foundation, no, I think my foundations range from full coverage, medium coverage. I don't think I have any lightweight. Yes, I do. I'm trying out a tint moisturizing by Lancome, so that will be actually a light, possibly light to buildable coverage. Just one second, guys. Ooh, one second. I forgot one thing. I want to put on mascara first. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite lash mascaras by Maybelline. It's the Colossal Chaotic Lash. And with this brush, it is very wispy. So it allows for you to grip each lash as you go and individually stroke your eyelashes. Now also put it on for lower lash. So with the different mascaras, some of them are waterproof. I don't think this is the waterproof version. I'll definitely take a look at that. Yes, this is actually the waterproof version. So this is the waterproof lash mascara. And waterproof mascaras are good for occasions like if you go to weddings and you're expected to cry. You won't end up with those eyes where you're looking like someone gave you a black eye, basically. So waterproof mascaras are good. You just want to make sure also that with your waterproof mascara that you do use waterproof mascara remover, because it can clump up on your lashes. Not this specific one, but it can clump up on your lashes to where you're trying to take off your mascara and it's actually very sticky, and sometimes if you don't remove it correctly, you'll pull out your eyelash. And it's good to do this looking down, and that way you can get your eyelash band closest to your eyes. And with that, I close my tweezers or take my finger and push it down just to ensure that the lash is drying. So these are the wispies. I can see how it opened up my eyes with just that one step. So that step of, wearing eyelashes is definitely personal preference, because I don't own natural lashes, but I own a lot of wispy lashes, as well as the lashes that are 3D or 5D. I actually got some 5D lashes as well. Those are going to be some lashes that are very interesting. They actually would also be good for Halloween. So I'm going ahead and applying my lash glue to let it dry. And I personally get the black glue. I don't like to get eyelash glue that's white. I just don't like the way it looks or the way it dries down. Today we got coffee. So I decided to do this get ready with me with you guys. And I'm just letting my lash dry. So by allowing your lashes to dry, it not only makes it easier to apply, it makes it easier for it not to move once you apply it. It grips better, basically. So we're almost finished with this look. And I'm excited, and I hope everybody's excited for everything that's to come this new year. You guys know that 2020 is a new decade. We're blessed to make it, especially since a lot of people probably did it. But guys, go for whatever you're looking to go for this year. Don't let nothing or no one stop you. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the second lash. I love watching Queenie Rosenblatt as she apply her lashes because she makes it look effortless. Again, I like to close the tweezer and push it into my lash line. Or use your finger. How do these look? So now that it's dried down for our face, now I'm going in with my foundation, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Color True Match Super Blendable Makeup, and this is in Cappuccino. This is in a neutral color because, as I said before, I have a neutral undertone, and sometimes what happens is, by me being neutral, I won't find the correct shades in some brands, and that's because sometimes the brands lean towards being more warm. Neutral is hard to find in a lot of areas, and I'm using a Real Technique sponge. I had to think about it. I was like, which sponge am I using? I also have a second mirror to the right, so I'm going to use this so I can see better. And always bring down your foundation because you don't want that line of demarcation. And now I'm about to remove these tapes so I can go ahead and put down my makeup and my concealer. And I forgot I hauled a, what do you call it? I hauled a palette to where you can apply your foundation, and I'm not using it. Perfect. You just want to make sure to go ahead and blend out this foundation. Now, in regards to making sure to include your makeup, like pulling it down to your face, a lot of, I'm sure you've seen it before, but you'll see a lot of times where people will have the line of demarcation, and that's a telltale of, especially if your foundation color isn't the best for you. Now we're going in with the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. This is in the shade Butterscotch, and I'm just going to highlight under my eyes. And like I said before, when it comes to liners and things of that nature, you're okay. I dropped it. And it has a shield where when you pull out the dough for applicator, it will clean off some of the product so it doesn't spill. And I like that when different products have that protection because it makes a difference. A little bit under my chin, my Cupid's bow. Doing a little bit down my nose. No, I won't do that. So now I'm going to take that wet sponge again, and I'm going to blend out my concealer. I don't bake. I am more for just using the powder to press the color into your skin. And I'm more careful around my eyes. And that way, if you need to clean up your eyeliner or your eyeshadow, you're able to do so. So I'm just blending this in. Now we're set it, and I'm setting it. I don't see it. I'm setting it with the Banana powder. I don't know where I placed it, but I took a little bit out. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to dust that under my eyes, just to set my concealer. And again, I'm dusting it into my eye and not baking. I don't suffer from dry under eye, so that doesn't stop me in regards to baking. If you are mature and you have a drier under eye, what you're able to do is make sure to use an eye cream. Look for hydrating concealers to use under your eyes, and that way you're not going to have the problem of your eyes creasing and it's settling into your fine lines. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the NC50 Studio Fix. When it comes to MAC, unfortunately, I can't always find foundations that work for me. Because I have neutral undertone, a lot of their foundations pull more warm, so it doesn't work as well for me. I really love their Prolong Wear. I used to love that, and I'm not able to find it anymore. Well, not in my shade. I do have one of their Fluidity, what do you call it? I had one of their I had one of the liquid, not Prolong Wear foundations. And for today, I'm going to put a little bit of this blush on. This is just the Profusion 6 shade blush palette. This was $5. Watch out the colors. So I'm using the shade right here. I love the Profusion Cosmetics line. As you've heard me talk about them before, the color is just so rich. I'm going to take my time and apply it from the outer corner. And like I said before, in regards to the eyelash, as I said before, in regards to eyeshadow, you want to start on the outside and work your way in, because where you first apply your brush, it's going to be the darkest. It's such a pretty color. And I love that with this eye look, because it brings out the warmth in your skin. Now, with my lips, I love to mix colors. So a lot of times people ask me what lip shade I'm wearing, and I can't specify because I'll take different things until I get a color that I like. So let me wipe off the gloss I had on, and I'm going to be applying this color. This is Chocolate Lip Liner. Which did I drop? Oh. This is the Chocolate Lip Liner, and it looks like this. So it's a pretty kind of like rusted reddish orange, and I'm going to be using one of the Too Faced metallics, metal latex actually. And lining your lips. Helps the color not to bleed. And I'm sorry, this is by brand TIGI. Yeah, TIGI. I believe I received that in a BoxyCharm subscription, one of my subscription services. But that's a pretty lip liner because it's smooth. sometimes, you know, lip liners can be too rough and you're unable to actually, you're unable to actually work with it and feather it correctly like you should. This is the Melted Latex by Too Faced, and this is shade Bite Me. So this shade, let's go here, looks like this. Let's do it that way. So this also is a pretty, I would say it looks like a rustic red, reddish brown. So I figured that this would be a pretty lip with this eye. And this is looking so beautiful with that lip liner. And you can use a lip brush to line your lips as well. Just to ensure that you're getting it in the right place. So I'm actually going to leave for once the color the way it is. I love this look. I'm going to go ahead and fix my hair. And feather this that way. So guys, this is the finished look. One step I forgot is my setting spray. And this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So I really love it. Actually, I do have a fan for that. I love that the setting sprays help the powder settle in. And something else that you can do as well is take your brush, take your sponge, and you can press everything in place, and that can also help it set. Let that dry down. So guys, here we go. This is the finished look. Hopefully you enjoyed the video today and the look we created. I really enjoyed speaking with you guys. If you have questions about any of the products, leave that down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like. Make sure that you share this with any beauty enthusiasts. And as you continue on to your day, make sure that you always wake, pray, and slay. I'm your girl Nisi, and I'll see you in my next video.